What's the history about Enabled Wallet? Enabled Wallet initially started in Hajj Hackathon. It was one of the ideas in Hajj Hackathon, and it was basically to allow Hajij to do their transactions without using bank card or cash money or any other transaction method or any payment. So we figured out to allow them to use their fingerprint in order to buy something or purchase anything, and that will benefit the government by managing all the Hajij, all the outsiders, all the Hajij came from the outside, they can monitor them. So one of the businessmen that I have met regarding to this idea told me that this is a great idea, but make it inside, not for Hajij, make it global. So we thought about making the application by doing any transaction, and we figured out that we can do any transaction, even entering your home or entering your workspace. So people who will use our system is basically everyone: buyers, government, sellers, workers, managers, anyone can use our system. So at the end of this, we figured out that we can do this idea by producing an application, a simple application where the user can use it easily, and it's connected already with our device, which is a fingerprint reader. So everyone can connect his fingerprint with our system.
To extract the requirements, we asked these following 10 questions to 3 users: an expert user, an experienced user, and a novice user. We found that their main concerns and desires were similar. The main concerns were regarding usability and security. They wanted a simple application to carry out the transactions, and they wanted it to be secure. We focused on usability, and we also focused on security to some degree. Next, from these requirements, we extracted a design. Our rough design, each member of our team created their own design for each of the tasks, and then we gathered together and evaluated each design and chose the best parts from each design. This is Ahmed Abu Hamid's design. It was sufficient, but the logos, the icons were too big, but it certainly satisfied the requirements. Some screens were cluttered, but otherwise it was a good design. This is Khalid Smehi's design. He used the horizontal bar at the bottom, and we like that very much. This is my design. I incorporated colors into my design, but the main criticism was that these colors served no purpose other than being there. And this is Raad's design. This design was simplistic, clean, and served the purpose. It achieved the usability requirements because there are the number of buttons were small, and it achieved all the requirements. It wasn't complicated, and essentially it wasn't cluttered. The main difference between Raad and Khalid's design was the bar was at the top, but in our final design we moved it to the bottom so that it's easier to use.
Our application tasks compose of three tasks actually. Add an account, manage an account, and dashboard. Add an account when you want to add your account in our application. Manage an account when you want, for example, to delete it or keep it in our application. Dashboard when you want to monitor your transaction or see the log file of your all transaction through our application by using dashboard. And secondly and lastly, why we chose our final design. Through our journey in this prototypes and the meeting with the users and let them test our prototypes and see which one has negative impact and the positive impact on our user. Some designs are not applicable, so we removed it, and some are perfect. So we conducted in our hybrid prototype, which is the final prototype. The final prototype, we made it from many prototypes and many designs. For example, from me and from Khalid and from Muhammad and from Raad. We pick some features from each one of us in order to construct and finalize the design that we wanted and the user feel easy to use when used. So we made our design with respect to usability because we believe that the user, through our test and evaluation, needs the usability in this application.
In the beginning, we gathered in a room. We discussed the software, features of the software, and how should it be working, what type of people we're targeting, and how we are going to reach these people. After that, we started to imaginating the software, how it should be look like, and how it should be the feedback of it. After that, we put this imagination into a papers of sketches. For example, this is Ahmed Abu Hamid's sketches, and everyone of the team has sketched the features itself. After that, we passed all the features, the designs. We evaluate them based on usability tests. After that, we made our final prototype, low-fi prototype. After that, we pass it to our friends in RDS to evaluate it. In the meantime, we made mid-fi prototype to make the app a little bit active and how it should be acting. How it should be acting. After that, we analyzed the major usability problems. We discussed it between each other. We saw which problems that affects the software itself and the idea of the software. So we summarized it into 6 points. Back buttons, we added the back buttons. We added the search feature to manage the account, the user faster, or making it shortcuts to it. We provided a feedback in some cases. We providing a help to the new users. We reorganized the buttons, and we came up finally with the final prototype. For each use case, we made our final prototype, and this is how our designs went through.